Hey friends, it's Dawn. I'm back with another video. If you are brand new to my channel, welcome. My name is Dawn. I'm an independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics. I'm also certified in color analysis and as a personal stylist. So on this channel, you're going to get lots of different types of content, but today we are focusing on skincare. So I've had my channel for, I think about 3 years now. It's crazy that much time has gone by. And I have looked at the analytics over and over, and the number one thing that you guys love to see is skincare. So I have lots of different content on this channel. I have makeup tutorials, I have color analysis content, fashion tips and style tips, and also, of course, Mary Kay products. But again, the skincare is what you guys love to watch. So over and over, every single month, the skincare videos are in the top few videos that are viewed on my channel. So a while back, I got asked about my skincare routine and could I do an updated nighttime skincare routine video. Now, here's the thing with that. I don't do the exact same routine every single night of the week because there are certain products that, yes, I'm going to use every night, but then there are other products that I'm only going to use maybe 2 to 3 times a week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a series of videos. I might not do them like consecutively in consecutive weeks, but I'm going to do one now, and probably in a couple weeks I'll do another one. So today is going to be like a normal, basic, no extra type of steps. But then in the future, I'm going to do one where I do my retinol set added in. So that Clinical Solutions Retinol 0.5, that'll be in a future video. I'll also do a nighttime skincare routine where I show you how I add exfoliation in. And then another video where I do extra hydration steps. But again, today is going to be pretty basic. I mean, I do have a couple of products that I'm going to, use, but it is a pretty basic routine as far as that goes. So let me go ahead and get my hair pulled up and I will get started. Okay, so we don't have a ton of makeup on today. I just put, a little bit on to go to the office today, but I do have on some eye makeup. I do have on some mascara, some eyeliner, and a little bit of eyeshadow. So I am going to start with the eye makeup remover. You can see my bottle is almost out, but I want to shake this up, and then I'm going to use a cotton pad. So you can use a disposable cotton pad, or you can use a reusable cotton pad. And I'm just going to apply that eye makeup remover and then just apply it to the eye. Kind of let it sit there for a few seconds. And then when I wipe, it's going to remove that eyeshadow, that eyeliner, mascara, and you can also use it to take the brow products off as well. So let me just make sure I get all of this off. Okay, now that my eye makeup is off, I'm going to remove the rest of the makeup from my face. So I am going to use the micellar water to do that. And again, you can use a disposable pad or you can use one of these reusable ones and then just throw it in the washer. So this will remove the foundation. It'll take off, your blush, your contour, any powder, anything like that. Okay, now that my makeup has been removed, I am going to go in with my cleanser. So I love the Time-Wise Repair Voluform Foaming Cleanser. Obviously, you can use any cleanser that works for your skin type. So whether that's the Time-Wise cleanser, the 4-in-1 cleanser, or if you like the, the Naturally line, whatever cleanser works for you. But this one needs a little bit of water to activate it. So I'm going to go ahead and get the water running and set it up on my face. Next, I'm just going to use a warm washcloth to remove the cleanser. All right, for my next step, I'm going to use the Botanical Effects Freshen. So I'm going to use a disposable cotton pad this time, and I'm just going to spray this on here. And then I'm just going to run this across my face, and this is just going to make sure that I don't have any traces of the cleanser left on my face. I especially like to use it around my nose and, you know, just anywhere where I think I might not have gotten all of that cleanser off. So just making sure there's no residue left. Okay, next up, I am going to start layering my serums. So the first serum that I'm going to use is I'm going to use the Clinical Solutions Ferulic and Niacinamide Brightener. So I did do a video about this recently. This is one of our newer Clinical Solutions serums. So if you want to know more about that, then go ahead and watch that video. But I'm just going to apply this to my freshly washed face. Now, here's the biggest mistake that I think people make when they are doing their skincare steps, and that is not waiting enough time in between steps to allow them to absorb into the skin. So we need to wait probably about 60 seconds to allow this to absorb into the skin. And you want to wait probably a little bit longer the thicker the product is. So I don't want to go in and while this is still sitting on top of my skin, apply another one and apply another one and apply another one. So if you try to apply every single step within a few seconds of each other, it's not going to allow those products to penetrate in. So give it just about a minute or so before you go on to the next step. So again, that is the Clinical Solutions Ferulic and Niacinamide Brightener. It's going to help to brighten the skin and help with the overall complexion and evenness of the skin tone. And now, next up, I have the HA and Ceramide Hydrator. So this one booster is the one that you can layer with any of the other three. So regardless of which other three booster you're using, you can layer with this one. So again, this is the hydrator, so a little bit of extra hydration. So just gonna put that in my hand, and you want to make sure you're not touching the dropper directly to your skin. I see a lot of people on social media that will drop the dropper right and touch their skin. You want to make sure that you're not doing that. Don't drop it into your hand and let it touch your hand, and don't let it drop right onto your skin, because you could potentially introduce bacteria into the bottle when you put the dropper back in. Okay, so I'm gonna let this just kind of sit there for a moment. Okay, so both of the serums are absorbed in. So next I'm going to use the Voluform Advanced Lifting Serum. I'm going to apply this. So that lifting motion helps to fight gravity. Okay, and while that is absorbing in, I'm actually going to use this naturally moisturizing stick as a lip balm. So just allowing that a little bit of time to absorb in. And then the next step is going to be the Voluform Night Treatment with Retinol. And if you've never seen this before, I have done a video with this set, but it has this really unique dispenser. So you just put your fingers in these little grooves here and press it, and the product comes right up here, and it's the perfect amount. So I'm just gonna take this, just kind of spread it out everywhere. And then the last step is the eye cream. So I have the Voluform Eye Renewal Cream. And so I'm just gonna take that and put a little bit around the eye area. And then I like to put it up on my upper lid as well. And you can either use your finger to, you know, tap it in, or you can use the applicator here. And sorry, my dog is barking. I think the cat was meowing just a minute ago. Real life here, I got noises happening. I try to make it quiet in the house, but when you have other people living with you and you have animals, it does not always happen that way. So again, you can massage this in. And that's it for a basic skincare routine. So we have lots of other products that I could add in, and there are, again, other products that I do add from time to time. But again, I will do some more nighttime routines where I show you how I add in the retinol set, how I add in the exfoliation products, and how I do extra hydration. So I know with this one, I used the hydrator, and of course I have my moisturizer on, but I have other hydration products that I do when I want to give my skin an extra boost of moisture. So I will do some more nighttime skincare routines coming up here in the future. But let me go ahead. I'm going to take my contacts out and I'm going to finish up with the rest of my nighttime routine. And so I'll show you how I finish getting ready for bed as well.
It's time to take the girls out one more time before we head to bed. I also grab a glass of water to have on my bedside table, get into my nice cozy bed, and there's tons of blankets on the bed because the girls sleep with me and they love to snuggle and burrow in the blankets.
And then before I go to sleep, I'm going to try to, not be on my phone for probably like the last half hour before I go to bed. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick devotional. I have a little devotional here, and then I'll do a little bit of journaling. And then I try to read about 20 minutes before I go to sleep. So I have a book that I started recently, and I will do that. And then it will be time for lights out. I go to bed pretty early because I do wake up early in the morning to go to the gym. And I have this great little sleep mask here that I got from Mary Kay recently, and I love it. So this helps me to block out the light in my room. And I also have a fan that I turn on, but that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the lights out, and my alarm's set for 4:40 in the morning so I can get up and head to the gym with a friend of mine. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching my nighttime skincare routine and my bedtime routine. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.
Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out these other videos.